Welcome to this week's Whiteboard Wednesday. My name is Deral Heiland, Research Lead for IoT Technology here at Rapid7. This week we're going to be talking about extracting firmware from microcontrollers. Several months ago, we did a Whiteboard Wednesday where we focused on extracting firmware from flash chips. This week we're going to be talking about microcontrollers. So when we start thinking about microcontrollers, the first thing I want to do is actually go out to the manufacturer. Let's go ahead and pull the data sheets. Those data sheets will define the access method for that particular chip. This may include things like SPI, JTAG, cJTAG, serial wire debug, or in-circuit serial programming methods to gain access to that data. Once you've identified this method, the next thing you want to do is identify what kind of device I'm actually going to use to attach to this chip to be able to extract the data. Often, I go out to the actual development site. I look at what the developers are doing for working with this particular chipsets. Identify, do they have specific vendor debuggers available for this device? Or how about specific vendor software? And if those are available and affordable, I'll often utilize those. Some other things we could utilize are like J-Link, the cJTAG device. The cJTAG device covers a multitude of chips. It's a very effective device, and I use that quite often. On the low-cost area, there are a couple other devices we can utilize. We can utilize a bus pirate. We can also utilize a Shikra. And to work with those devices, you have access to software known as OpenOCD. The OpenOCD software gives you the ability to work with a number of different chipsets. But again, often OpenOCD may not cover specific chipsets. In those cases, again, I step back to the actual vendor-specific debuggers, vendor-specific software. Often that is the most effective and quickest way to actually access these chips. Also, recently, we published a series of 4 blogs that cover 4 different microcontrollers, 4 different debuggers, and 4 different software sets for actually doing this. I recommend taking a look at that. It's very eye-opening and may lead you in the right direction if you're actually working in this particular area. So when we think about pulling flash memory from microcontrollers, how do we protect that data? How does a vendor that's producing a product actually protect that data from being pulled off the device? There are a couple methods. One of the methods is actually removing the access method. Example, JTAG. We completely disable JTAG from the device. The second, almost every MCU has the ability to set what's known as a no readback bit. This bit can be set on the device and it protects the actual flash memory from being read back out of the device. Those are the 2 best methods for actually securing this device. Also, in August, we're going to be at DEF CON. At Rapid7, we'll be working with the IoT Village and we'll be running hands-on exercises where you can get a chance to actually do this work. We'll be covering 3 to 4 different microcontrollers and various debuggers and debugging method to actually pull firmware off devices. So that's it for this week's Whiteboard Wednesday. Thank you very much.